Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to another Area F2 video. Today guys, I want to talk about the first major update the game has gotten since it officially launched. Now the game has had a couple of updates during its initial closed beta test where you required a code in order to actually jump in and play, but I want to talk about this update because I think it's a really good indicator at the future of Area F2 and how well the developers have actually been listening to the player base. Also on top of that, the gameplay that you're going to be watching in the background is actually a ranked match of me playing on an iPad using the four-finger claw style of gameplay for the very first time, and I gotta say I didn't do too bad. I had a lot of fun doing it this way, and I think moving forward I'll probably do most of my videos using the iPad because I feel like I'm a lot better at the game when I've got that four-finger claw, and I just can't do that on a little tiny phone, so it works so much better on an iPad. Also, I want to thank one of our Koolio crew members who actually invited me into this ranked match. Easy Lose was his name, but it was not an easy lose because we ended up winning, which was awesome. But if you guys ever actually end up seeing me in the game on my friends list, go ahead and invite me. I will jump in if I've got time to play with you guys. If I don't accept your invitation, it's probably because one, I'm doing some stuff for YouTube, or two, I'm testing some things out. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and actually talk about this new update. There's a bunch of cool stuff that they actually added and a lot of fixes too that they initially improved the game upon. Now, first, when you actually jump into the game, there is a new opening trailer which looks fantastic and I think looks great. There's also 3 new agent bundles with a couple of discounts. One of the first things I actually want to talk about, I think is kind of an awesome step forward as to where this game could potentially be, is the fact that they've added in where you can see the appearance of your agents in the matching screen. I think this is a really big deal for one reason. We love our cosmetics. You know, the game has a huge monetization surrounding the cosmetics itself, and if you're going to be dropping money in this game, you want to show them off. And before the update, the only other places you could really show off your cosmetics were in the game, but nobody would really pay attention to your avatar anyway. So now that we're in the matching screen, we can actually see the appearances of other people's characters. Now I'm hoping moving forward, we're gonna have a lot cooler looking appearances, a lot funner cosmetics, and honestly, one of the things I really hope they add to the game is a battle pass. That may be a controversial thing, but to be honest with you, if it's got some pretty cool cosmetics, I'm okay with dropping some cash on it. So the next thing is they added some channels for world chat in the lobby, and the other thing too is you can add, you can select your region before featuring before you log into the game itself. Nothing super big, but I want to specifically now talk about the improvements that they've added into the game, which I think is a really big deal and a really good indicator that the developers of the game are actually listening to their player base. First of all, they've upgraded their anti-cheat mechanism. I know a lot of us have experienced cheaters. In fact, the first day the game launched, I experienced a cheater and it was freaking crazy how fast they were moving. They were shooting through walls. It was nuts, you guys. The next thing that they did too is emulator players will no longer be matched with mobile phone players, which I think is a really big deal. I know a lot of us have been complaining about this. This is something that I personally did not like, is because when you're playing on an emulator, you got that mouse and keyboard, your movements are more fluid, they're a lot quicker, your reaction times are a lot shorter, and when you're playing on a mobile device, you can't compete with a PC player. So I'm really glad that they've gone ahead and they've split the player base like that. Emulator players will be matched up with emulator players, mobile phone players will be matched up with mobile phone players. So that's another really great thing, an awesome fix that the developers just added to the game. They've also improved the report button, which honestly was a little bit weird trying to find it in the first place. Like when I was trying to, report that first cheater that I experienced, it took me a while to actually figure out how to do that. The next thing that they did as well is there's now tier protection mechanism. So if you go in and you're playing some ranked matches and you end up losing a couple of games, you'll be able to actually be safe at your rank every 2 games. So that's another thing that I think is really important for the rank mechanism in this game. They've also made it so the rookie mode is only available to players level 5 and lower. I think that's a great thing because I'm not going to lie to you guys. There were a couple of days where I didn't want to play casual, so I jumped into rookie because I knew I'd win games. Sorry for the rookie players, but I'm glad that they did that now because those that are a little bit more experienced with the game can no longer jump in and take down those that are just jumping into it for the first time. The other thing too, which is really important for me because now that I'm playing on an iPad, is they fixed the HUD layout configuration. Before, when you whatever configuration you would do with your buttons and everything like that, it would shrink down to like a phone size, so they've gone ahead and fixed that as well. They've optimized a bunch of other stuff in the game, and then they've also talked about that a lot of people are looking to have gyroscope added into the game, which is something that they're planning on adding to their next major update. This, honestly, even though there's not a lot of big cosmetic stuff, like a new agent, new map, things like that, I think this is a fantastic update showing that the developers are in fact listening to the player base and trying to significantly improve their game. I will probably come out with a video in the future talking about 5 things or 7 things or whatever that I actually want to see brought into the game. So if you guys want to see a video like that in the future, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Area F2 videos. Guys, thanks for watching. My name's Koolio and enjoy the gameplay.
The target area. Plant the bomb. 5 seconds left. Mission completed. All enemies have been eliminated. Force the room during the preparation phase. "15 seconds until the battle starts. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 2 targets hidden successfully. Target location has been found. Mission completed. 10 seconds left. Control the UAV to find the target in the preparation phase. Target location found. "15 seconds until the battle starts. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Find the target and plant the bombs in the battle phase. Bomb dropped. Bomb picked up. You've reached the target area. Plant the bomb. Mission completed. All enemies have been eliminated.